All right, folks. So the Toronto Raptors win against the Charlotte Hornets in kind of a wild one. Kind of a wild one to end this game. 110, 108. So you know what I got to do? Got to drop a bomb for the Toronto Raptors and get this W. And for anybody who watched this game, I know you got a little nervous in the end because I know I sure did. I definitely got a little nervous in the end because Charlotte's one of those teams right off the bat. When you think about the Charlotte Hornets, right? They're a bit of a tricky team. They're not very good. Don't get me wrong. They're 4-10, but they do have talent. They have some pretty good ball players on their team, right? And so that's the thing that, Miles Bridges and LaMelo and Canupo, they do have some guys that are injured and they still got, Pat Connaughton, Colin Sexton, Trey Mann, stuff like that. So, they do have some talent. And you kind of wonder, is this a team that's going to be able to come into your home court and steal one from you? And there are parts of the game where I did think that. There are parts of the game where I did think that. But luckily, just luckily, the Raptors did just enough to hold on in this game. Now, let's go through this just a little bit. Okay, let's go through some numbers from the box score. Let's go through some numbers in regards to team stats, and let's talk about this thing a little bit. Now, one guy that we have to mention, and he has been playing really good these last, I don't know, I'll say 7, 8 games, whatever it may be. Emmanuel Quickley. So you know what I got to do here. All right. We are going to drop one for him. And he's the first guy that I want to speak about because he came out early and was drilling threes. He just looks really confident out here. He had 15 points in this game. He was 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3-point range. Also had 10 rebounds. Circle that one, folks. Circle that one. Immanuel Quickley with 10 rebounds in this, 4 assists. Okay, 2 steals to go along with that. And he looked good in this game. He gave you some good baskets late in the game as well. Instead of just shooting a 3-point shot, he was getting into the lane, putting that floater up. That was good to see as well because that's a good shot for him. The floater is not a good shot for everyone. It's a pretty good shot for Immanuel Quickley because this is something that we're used to seeing him doing over the last few years, and he can make that shot. You want to see it back in his repertoire. You want to be able to see him make that shot consistently. So to see him make it a few times tonight, you're going to need that shot from him down the stretch, right? It can't just be all threes, ladies and gentlemen. People are going to run him off the 3-point line at some point if he keeps making threes at this rate. And he's got to be able to switch it up and have more moves in his arsenal. The floater is one of them. And so we want to see him make that, okay? Circle the 10 rebounds. I don't know how many times we're going to see that from Immanuel Quickley. If you're looking to score in the box score, circle that 10 rebounds for Immanuel Quickley. That is very good because we did lose the rebounding numbers tonight. I'm pretty sure we did. Lost by 5, 48-43. So those 10 rebounds absolutely help you. And if he doesn't get those 10 rebounds, it's a 2-point win for the Raptors. I don't know if they win this game tonight. So we start there, right? And Brandon Ingram, we're going to get to him because he saved the Raptors on a lot of possessions. Now, early he was kind of shaky with some of these bad turnovers that he had. But overall, Brandon Ingram played really, really well down the stretch in this game. 27 points, 9 of 21 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3-point range, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Very important. The Raptors, damn it, they got to make free throws. They got to make free throws. And was it the last game I said that was abysmal when they missed 16 free throws? And tonight they win by 2. They win by 2. They go 12 of 16 from the free throw line, 75%. So, that is, I'd rather that. I'd want to see them get to the line a bit more, but I'd rather that. Charlotte got to the line 30 times. They took 14 more free throw attempts than the Raptors did in this game. But let's get back to Notorious BI3. The 5 turnovers, that is what I was telling you about in these horrific turnovers that he had. But he made up for it in the end, especially on the defensive end with those 3 blocks. to drop one here for Brandon Ingram. Now, the Raptors have, listen to this, 108 different types of combination of players that have played 2 or more minutes together thus far. And, in the first quarter, Grady comes in, Mamu comes in, Shed comes in. They impact the game immediately. You see, the luxury that the Raptors currently have right now is their ability to be able to go down to that bench and bring some guys into the game. I told you, Mamu, Shed, Grady, all of them played well off the bench in this one. Colin Murray Boyles didn't really like the way he looked in this game with the way that he was playing. He looked a bit scared and that he was thinking a lot. But there were times where he's had some pretty good one-on-one defensive possessions. And so I'm going to give him credit for that. But before I get back to some of these other starters, I do want to drop a bomb for a bench player in this game. And he goes by the name of one Grady Dick. Okay. Grady Bartholomew Dick. Okay. I don't know if his middle name is Bartholomew. I just made that up. But 10 points in this one, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3-point range. He knocks down both of his free throws, gives you a rebound, gives you 2 assists. Grady Dick did a damn good job off the bench. He came in, knocked down those 3-point shots because we really needed those tonight, folks. We did. Okay. Let's get to the end of the first quarter. The Raptors overall, 5 turnovers that led to 7 points in favor of Charlotte. And it was a 28-24 lead. A 28-24 lead after the first quarter. Now, Scotty came out aggressive in the second quarter. And that is what I wanted to see. Came out aggressive. He had 16 points overall in the game. 8 of 16 from the field. 0 of 1 for 3-point range. So he didn't camp out there today, but he gave you 6 rebounds. He gave you 6 assists, a steal, only 1 turnover, and gave you 2 blocks, ladies and gentlemen, with the biggest block coming. I'll save it. Let me get through this and I'll get back to it in a minute. Jakob Poeltl, reliable. Jakob Poeltl, reliable, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? 13 points in this one. An efficient, once again, an efficient 6 of 7 from the field for Jakob Poeltl. Okay? He gave you 9 rebounds, gave you an assist, only 1 turnover, no block shots, but he came in and he did his thing. He played 32 minutes in this game. Jakob Poeltl is being the reliable big man that we are used to seeing. He's back to form. Did a good job tonight again. RJ Barrett. RJ was good in this one, but he frustrates me from time to time, forcing the issue going to the basket. But overall, he still gets 2 thumbs up because he's aggressive. And sometimes you just need a guy who's aggressive. And that is definitely RJ Barrett. 16 points, 7 of 16 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3-point range, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. That with RJ Barrett drives me crazy. I want to see him do better from the free throw line. But 3 rebounds, 3 assists, only 1 turnover, gave you a steal. And he gave you the 2 points, the go-ahead 2 points at the end of the game. So the Raptors had a 5-point lead at the half. And Scotty, as I mentioned, such a good passer. Have that in my notes right now. Brandon Ingram also, despite the 27 points, there are a few things from Brandon Ingram. One of them being, I want to see him go to the basket a bit stronger. Like there was if you guys have not seen the play, you got to go watch a nasty, and I mean nasty dunk from Brandon Ingram in this game.
I'd like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to, you're a nasty person, I'll tell you what.
Brandon Ingram was a nasty person for that dunk that he had. It was an absolute poster. A poster. Hit social media, go on YouTube, go on X, Instagram, wherever you got to go, you will find that dunk, ladies and gentlemen. You will find that dunk. And if you have the chance, if you're watching this video, switch over to the tab, go watch the dunk, come back, put it in the comments, and you let me know if that was worth going to watch, because I can absolutely guarantee you positively that it was. That it was. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that right now. Don't really have any notes going into the third quarter, but the Charlotte Hornets did start off on a 5-0 run. They tied the game at 57-57. Knuppel had his fourth foul with 8 minutes remaining. Now, I kind of want to speak about Charlotte just a little bit. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am not going to finish this in 12 minutes. Call me the fifth quarter, and we're going into overtime. We're going into overtime here. I'm having too much fun. I'm having too much fun. Let me go just a few more minutes here, folks. Okay. I'm not sure how many of you guys were subscribed to me before the last few months. But when I did my episode with Leo Routins a few months back, and we were talking about the draft, the guy whose name came up, who Leo and I agreed that we both liked, and who we thought the Raptors may have a chance to get if he was available, would have been Knuppel. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying the Raptors should have taken him. I'm saying he could have been an option if he was available. Obviously, he went early. And for those who were watching the game, clearly tonight you saw why. Clearly tonight you saw why. Because this is the first full game that I have watched with Knuppel. I've seen him bits and pieces before. But my goodness, Knuppel is nice. Like, he's nice. 36 minutes in this game, 24 points, 9 of 16 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3-point range, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Sorry, excuse me, 1 assist. He had 3 turnovers, but he got 3 steals as well. Knuppel can ball. He looks like a vet. He looks like a vet to me. He doesn't play like a rookie. Like, he is going to be good, folks. He will bring it on both ends. Just tough. Knows how to play. Makes the right decision. Makes shots. Goes to the basket. I mean, just a damn good player. Straight up damn good player. But I do have to say this. If you're a Charlotte fan and you're watching this, are you frustrated with this team? Like, year after year after year. And I know you guys got some players injured, by the way. I mean, most notably Brandon Miller, clearly. But you guys do have some talent here. So I'm wondering, what is the next step for this Charlotte Hornets team? But that's a story for another day. But in the end, Quickley making shots, putting up floaters, Brandon Ingram, monster jam in the fourth quarter. Ingram now. Okay, so the game is now tied up, and there's a few seconds remaining. Now they pushed the ball into Ingram, and they want to have an ISO possession here, right? And so he's trying to do his thing. I can't remember who was guarding him actually, but the double team comes at him. He turns. R.J. Barrett, thank God, cuts down the middle. Brandon Ingram finds him. RJ lays it in, and there had to be about, I'm going to say, 14 or 15 seconds left in that game. I have it here with 15 seconds left. So now they call a timeout. And Brandon Ingram comes up. Shot goes up by, I believe, was it Sexton or it wasn't Sexton. It was, let me tell you right now, it was Miles Bridges. Takes a jump shot around the free throw line. The ball comes off the rim. Their center, Cockburner, goes up, gets it blocked by Brandon Ingram. Okay. And I mean, Brandon Ingram had to run. He had to recover. He had to come back, block the shot from behind, get out of bounds. Okay. Game tying block right there. Would have tied it up right there. So now there's about, I'm going to say 7 seconds left. And another shot goes up. Colin Sexton gets the rebound. Looks like he's going up. He's going to tie the game. And Scotty Barnes comes out and swats it out of bounds while the clock goes to 0. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The Raptors win 110 to 108. You take any win that you can get in pro sports. I don't care, you get it. But you got to get them early. Remember, folks, that was our thing. That's what we've discussed early in the season. I've talked about it. You've talked about it in the comments. This is a relationship we're building here. Okay? Get at me in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. But these are the things that we've been talking about. These wins against these teams, the Charlotte and the Pacers, I don't give a damn how good or bad these teams are. All I know is that at the end of the season, these wins add up. And you have to get these W's and get them early. They give you confidence. They give you confidence. And the Raptors didn't even really play well today, to be completely honest with you. They did not play that well. Overall, their 17 turnovers weren't just 17 turnovers. Like, they were 17, like, bad, horrific turnovers. They were not good. They were not good turnovers, folks. I'm telling you. I promise you. If you get the chance to go watch this game, whether it be on NBA TV Canada or you watch the Raptors in 30 when it comes on or whatever, look at some of the turnovers that were happening. A lot of them unacceptable. They are not acceptable. You got to clean that up. Remember, we're trying to be a damn good basketball team here. You got to clean some of those turnovers up. And to be fair, I don't expect them to be that bad turning the ball over every game, because we are one of the league leading teams in the association in regards to taking care of the basketball. So I do want to give them a pass in that regard. So the Raptors 110-108 over the Charlotte Hornets. They go back to Philadelphia on Wednesday and take on the 76ers. That's going to be a good game. Very interested in seeing the outcome of that one, because Philadelphia is a good team. Paul George is back in action as of tonight from the reports that I have seen. And so it's going to be interesting watching that game and how things play out in that one. Okay, folks? So Raptors 110-108. Let me know your thoughts about what is going on with the Raptors and this team, how you think they're playing on offense, defense. Any thoughts? Let me know about any starters. Talk about what's going on with the bench players. If there's any players from the 905 that you want to see get called up to play in these games, let me know in the comment section, folks. I'm going to try to reply to each and every one of you. And for those of you who have been watching the videos, but you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you destroy and just absolutely pound that subscribe button. Okay? It would be an honor for you guys to come back show after show after show to get some more basketball content from yours truly, Mike Roach. I don't take any of you for granted. So if you haven't already done so, smash that subscribe button, share the podcast. And folks, this is your boy, Mike Roach. I will be back again soon, folks. Take care until the next one. Thanks. I'm out.